This a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
That gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Drake, and the shot! And it's come back out to him. Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
All Black, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Baina. Jimenez. Barrios. Eric Garcia. Over to the left. And it's Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. Barrios. Pablo Barrios, laid out to the left flank. That's an imaginative pass. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Kubasi. Fermin. Kubasi. It's a quick ball upfield. Wilnormal. Lewandowski. Now it's Pedri. Rafinha. Balde. Well, that's well done, really robust. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's Baina. Alvarez. Oh, good spread. Lookman in acres of space out wide. Shot, surely! Goal!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Baina. Barrios. Tries a deft little ball. And he thumps it clear. Baina with the short one. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Jimenez. Played out to the right. Now that's well seen too. Chance here to counter. Pedri. Fermin. Levin. And there's the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Kunde. Lopez. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. De Jong. And here's Lopez. Out to the right. Yamal. Header! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Barrios. Pedri. Balde. And here's Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. Balde. Lookman. Alvarez. Lookman. And here's Barrios. Alvarez. Goes for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Pedri. Balde. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. Good ball, good take. Here's Pedri. Alvarez. Oh, looking to break at pace. And it's Barrios. Baina. Barcelona have got themselves in front very early here. Now, what about this cross? And the keeper beats it away. Kunde. Al-Kubasi spread out to the left. Pedri. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Here's a corner, good chance. And that has been cleared. Rafinha. And here's Lopez. And it's De Jong. De Jong knocks it out wide. And here's Yamal. Hoisted in. Cleared away. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. Chance! Lookman. Lenormand, early ball out from the back. Lenormand. Lookman. Alvarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Llorente, and it's played forward. Lookman tries making a foray down the right. Now it's Bina. Alvarez! He can get that clear. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Bina, now here's the delivery. And that's been repelled. He's had a shot! Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Al-Kubasi clears it away. Al-Kubasi, gently done. Rafinha. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Bina. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rafinha. De Jong. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Here's Pedri. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Lopez. Yamal's cross. Firmly met. Koundé. Koundé's cross. Jimenez gets it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. Lookman. Barrios. Jimenez. Baina. Alvarez. And it's Llorente. Llorente. That's a throw. Oh, nice touch. Baina drives it in. Al-Kubasi attempts a clearance. Fermin. Well, they could break here. He's got away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Griezmann with the cross. Deftly away. And here's Griezmann with a shot! Lewandowski have it back and can go again. Aim forwards. Griezmann. Pedri. Oh, terrible pass. Griezmann. This time, surely! Balde getting this one clear. Llorente, forwards and with intent. Koke. Baina. And the keeper has it. Found him in acres of space. And the shot! And again! Danger averted for now. Yamal. Fermin chips it through. And it's hoisted clear. Now this could be a chance. Fermin! Alvarez. Koke. Pedri. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez could move up a gear here. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Ambitious ball here. Out of play for a goal kick. Koke. Jimenez. Baina. That's a look and plays it forward. Rafinha. Lewandowski. Rafinha! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Llorente, Lookman. Llorente stood his ground strongly. Lookman delivers with wit. Pedri. Kubasi. Koundé moved on forwards. Yamal, who's set up one goal so far. Fermin looking to run onto it. He has found the way through. Lopez with the cross. He's dealt with that well. The normal. Jimenez. Koke. Alvarez played out towards the right wing. That has been cut short. And it's Llorente. Can he latch on to this? Lookman! Llorente, Jimenez gently done. Clearly not happy with that. Decent progress down the left. That is a brilliant interception. Lookman. And it's lofted through. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
De Jong. Rafinha chasing after it. Now it's Rafinha. That's good play. Pedri. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Koke. And it's played forward. Over to the left. That has been knocked clear. That's a throw. And it's Koke. Played out to the right. That's tidy. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hit into the middle. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Llorente. Pablo Barrios. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Jimenez. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That's really well manoeuvred. Kubasi. Koundé shifted upfield. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a fine challenge. That'll be a throw-in. And it's De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. Koke wins the duel this time. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lookman. And he's managed to get free. Proves too strong.
Balde? Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
De Jong. Al Kubasi looks to the other side. Lookman. Bina. Lookman. That's very neat. Now it's Llorente. Koke. It's really well cleared. Griezmann. And it's played in here. Too much distance on that. Rafinha, and he's on a charge. Rafinha. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bina. Alvarez, out to the right. Lookman. Llorente, pings it across. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have! Bina duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Griezmann. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. That's a cute ball. Oblak breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Llorente. Moved on forwards. Griezmann. Pablo Barrios. Lewandowski. Fermin. We are into stoppage time. Cuts out the pass. Yamal. Yamal, up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bina. Barrios. Can he get onto this? Griezmann. And that's been drilled in. And we hit half-time. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. It's gone behind for a goal kick. Llorente, aim forwards. Balde concedes a free kick for that. And he is going into that little black book. Jimenez, and it's Baina. Baina played out towards the right wing. And here's Baina. Pau Kubasi can get it clear. Koundé clears it away. Yamal. Al Kubasi played over towards the opposite flank. Baina. Rafinha. Pedri. Balde. Balde, who's on a run down the left wing. Cleared without complication. Fermin. Showing good feet. Nice physical challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Koundé. And he goes cross-field. Llorente. Koke. The normal. Barrios. Kubasi. Koundé. Eric Garcia. Pedri. And it's played forward. Llorente gets over and intercepts. And it's Llorente. Played into space out wide. And that has been cleared. Ball's gone out of play. Baina. Nice control. Pablo Barrios. And here's Baina. He's well positioned here. Shot a goal! Koke. And here's... It's Griezmann! Keeper's done ever so well.
Griezmann clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
cleared away. Koundé, gently done. Yamal, now he's off and running. Now it's Yamal, and he cuts out the supply. Koke, and here's the chance to counter. Rafinha, and here's Lewandowski, calmly anticipates. Griezmann. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé. Griezmann did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Koke. Alvarez has found the net here, of course. It's a good-looking delivery. In comes the corner. Baina. Lookman. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Vermeer. De Jong forwards and with intent. Yamal. Now it's Lopez. And it's Pedri. Yamal ploughing through the middle. De Jong. Vermeer. Lopez. And here's Yamal. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought the starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. De Jong. Koundé. Yamal. Pedri. Vermeer. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Very nicely done. Pedri. De Jong. Lookman was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Vermeer. Pedri. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Eric Garcia. Koundé. And here's Yamal. Lopez. It's gone for a throw-in. Now that's a fine challenge. Barrios. Jimenez. Koke. Vermeer! Perfect save from the keeper.
Fermin is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's low. Oh, shooting chance! That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Lewandowski. Yamal's cross. And here's Rafinha, and here's Yamal. Lookman, Llorente, Griezmann, Baina, Jimenez shifted upfield and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Barrios. Balde, Pedri, Rafinha, Pedri. So what can they make of this? Jimenez, Koke, and it's played forward. De Jong, Eric Garcia, Rafinha, Pedri played out to the left flank. He's in space and looking for options. Can he deliver? Pedri skims one in, and that has been clubbed away. And it's De Jong. Balde. Rafinha. Oh, that's nice. He's got space in, chance to shoot! And the ball's come loose here. Aim forwards. And now the breakaway. A heavy challenge. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Balde. Balde. Rafinha. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Oh, that's neat. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. Bit of a misjudgment. Moved on forwards. Now it's Griezmann. Barrios. Jimenez forwards and with intent. Pedri. Rafinha. Pedri. Balde. And here's Rafinha. And it's Balde. Oh, he's played it in low. Griezmann. Strong running down that left flank. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. Koundé. Now it's Alvarez. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Rafinha. Succumbs to the pressure. Spina. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Balde. Now it's Rafinha. A chance to play it in. And that is out of play. And here's Pedri. Looking for a decent ball in. Another chance from a corner. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Ramin certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Koke gently done. Oh, red, nice interception. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Eric Garcia. Pedri. De Jong. Balde. Oh, played through for the wide man. And here's Rafinha. Fired deep towards the back post. Excellent interception. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Pedri. Vermeer. And the shot's on here. Yamal. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Koundé. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Yamal. Yamal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been knocked clear. Yamal. There are a few waiting for it. Swings. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedri plays it short. And here's Pedri. Pedri. And it's hoisted clear. Rafinha. And here's Rafinha. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alvarez! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Koundé forwards and with intent. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, good spread. Yamal. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rafinha.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Griezmann has crossed into the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Okay. Llorente.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Viner. And here's Barrios.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rafinha. Pedri. Decent chance! That's a real chance missed. Nicely by the defence. And that's a throw. Now it's Alvarez. Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Okay. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Eric Garcia. And here's Griezmann. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Delivered with swing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Barrios. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Koke. Griezmann.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Lopez.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Balde. Rafinha. De Jong. Out to the left it goes. Jimenez can get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. And it's Lewandowski. Rafinha! Gets it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Barrios. Griezmann. That is lovely. And here's Barrios.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
De Jong. It's a throw-in. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, that's a nice ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rashford swings it across.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Disappointed with that. Lobbed in behind. Lenormand is there and he can get that clear. Rashford, great defending, strong and determined. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's Griezmann. Baina. Played right into his path. Cleared away. Ball swung, climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Lookman. Llorente. And that's a good ball. Pablo Barrios! Herring after the ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. And here's Baina. Referee has just said play on. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
And so they prepare themselves to settle it from the spot.